Welcome everyone, this is a game between Magnus Carlsen and a Grandmaster who's 3100 rated. To see what Magnus Carlsen does to defeat him. Magnus Carlsen starts the game, his standard moves going on, Queen's Gambit, and his opponent is probably going with some aggressive starting. Remember, this is a bullet game, so each move is made within a second, and Magnus Carlsen starts to dominate the position with a spectacular move which is pawn to f3. So this move seems to be a very logical move. Instead, you might seem that the king has been given a weakened position, but I don't think so. Something is going in the mind of Magnus Carlsen. Let's see what he does. He pushes the pawn to e4. The opponent plays the knight to c6 and then knight to e2. Let's see what's going in the mind of a grandmaster. A super grandmaster actually, and he plays his bishop to g5. Trying to put some pressure over the knight comes back to his good square, looking probably to have some counterplay here. Magnus Carlsen trying to put more pressure on the knight, which is trying to hang right here. If you see, if your opponent will try to take, then he will take back with the pawn, which is not a great choice because then his king will be in a very weak position. The opponent plays c5. And you can see the evaluation bar. Magnus Carlsen is really dominating this position, and this is a bullet game. So Magnus Carlsen plays his queen to d2. Remember, this is a bullet game. Each move has been made within a second. Capture some trade going on over here, and the queen comes to a5, trying to have a discover check by pushing the pawn. The bishop takes the pawn, and now the king not seems to be very handy with his position, and bishop come to e6. Trying to put some pressure over the pawn, but remember the pawn is defended by the bishop, and then bishops come back. Push and a discover check. King goes back. Remember, rook is there to defend the pawn, and there comes knight, and knight can be captured. I guess a big blunder this is. And yeah, now the queens can be traded. Eventually, Magnus Carlsen's trying to put some pressure over the pawn, and now trades. This is like some crazy stuff going on over here. Magnus Carlsen wins the game with the lead of material. And you can look at the time control, how fast Magnus Carlsen moved his pieces and won over the game. Make sure to subscribe and like the video and follow for more chess content.